Greetings and felicitations, my minions. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Doing an intro to a video? Look, I can read a call sheet. You're doing an intro to an EWOW video. EWOW is my thing. Your thing is EWOW shorts because, funny. All of EWOW is my thing. Now scooch off. Don't you have a main channel video you're supposed to be editing? Go on. Go. Okay, I'm going. Stupid clone. Telling me what to do. I brought him into this world. I can take him out. At least I can move my arms. Look at me. I'm waving my hands in the air like I don't care. I own a flamethrower, you know. Well, okay then. Anyway, with that unpleasantness out of the way, I want to look at my most recent response to this EWOW prompt. Our first EWOW friends will be eliminated this round. What does the EWOW afterlife look like? My response was, the first obliterated get a purgatory of reruns, reboots, and sequels. And no surprise to me, it did not do as well as my previous responses. It received 11 votes, with an average score of 55.37%. It kept me above the top 50% threshold, sparing me from losing a life. Mind you, I voted for myself twice, so if I take away my 2 votes, I would have had an average of 45.45%. This would have put me in 4,866th place, where I would have lost my first life. This is the first time my voting for myself had a real impact on my ranking. And to Ginger Die, who finished in 4,112th spot, and this was the highest ranked person to lose a life. Haha, sucker! Anyway, looking at my response, I felt a sense of unsatisfaction. For some reason, it didn't seem to flow very well. It wasn't until the submission period ended that an improved response came to me. Now, with this response, I was trying to convey the idea that the reason for people being eliminated was due to a lack of originality, and thus, through karmic retribution, they would receive unoriginal entertainment as their punishment in purgatory. I chose purgatory as their afterlife, because being unoriginal is not a damning action. Thus, they shouldn't be tossed into hell for the sin of not being creative. So I like the last 2/3 of my response, but it's the first third that is where it all falls apart. Now, I chose the word obliterated because I didn't want to reuse the word eliminated because it was already in the prompt, creating a redundancy. However, right before it, I used the word first, which was also in the prompt, thus breaking my own rule. I didn't want to convey the idea that the purgatory awaiting the first eliminated was a fate for all EWOWers. Thus, I added the qualifier. But the qualifier was already in the prompt, so it wasn't needed again. And thus, I wasted a valuable spot with an unnecessary word. So to fix this, I should have wrote, for the obliterated, it's, which flows a lot better. However, the word obliterated is still a problem. I wanted a strong word to replace eliminated. Obliterated is a strong word, a very strong word, too strong a word. The eliminated players are simply removed from the game, not ground into subatomic dust. Thus, a much better word would have been purged. It conveys the idea of removal much more colorfully, echoing the actions of tyrannical regimes, removing dissidents, heretics, or political opponents from their government, as well as referring to a popular horror movie franchise. So the response I should have said is, for the purged, it is a purgatory of reruns, reboots, and sequels. I love this response so much better, and I think it would have rated higher, thus sparing Ginger Die the pain of what could have been. Anyway, I submitted my response to the acronym challenge, and I actually really like what I came up with for that one. By far my favorite of my 4 responses so far. So I'm hoping I'm going to do really well. If not, well, I might be back here explaining why I liked it and cursing you all out for not getting it. So that's all for now. So until next time, stay evil. I'm evil. I'm waving my hands in the air like I don't care.